wake up, it's that time again. The sun's not here, but we're on again. Grab your coffee, grab your crystals, and gather round. It's not lunch, it's not breakfast, it's the time we found. For brunch, well maybe we're busy. For brunch, maybe we're lazy. For brunch, well maybe it's conquest. For brunch, or be your request. But brunch is the time that we make for each of us, where we ask Egnards dumb stuff, because brunch will always be the special time for Egnards and for me.
Oh my God, it feels so good to be back. I have to tell you, it has sucked the last 2 Sundays not having brunch. I treat this like therapy. There are 2 things in my world that I do when I feel like shit. The first is I go get a tattoo, which no, I don't have any new ones, but I do want a new one. Um, and the second is that I do brunch on Sunday, and having 2 weeks in a row where I have not been able to do brunch on Sunday has been quite awful for me. I have been itching to get back on here and chat with people and hang out, and finally we get to do it. Thankfully, I had the foresight this year. Normally, the black belt test for my students we do on a Sunday. I had the foresight to move it to a Saturday the last 2 years. So next week, I will not have to take off again, which makes me very, very happy. A lot has been going on in the game. We obviously have the new era that just came out. I have the things that I like about it. I have the things that I don't like about it. I have things that I believe, hey, I think they're on the right track, but we're not exactly there yet. We talked about them on Zeta Protocol, which was very exciting. I think it is our best viewed Zeta Protocol of all time, even the early ones with Pico. So that was pretty cool because I did not know what to expect with just the cacophony and shitstorm of news that we got. Star Wars Celebrations. I wasn't sure if I was going, but I am going. I will be there. I got my ticket before Scribe, too. Everybody was sitting in their queue, waiting, posting the little white man on the green background. I had plans for like 3 different people to buy me tickets, but my queue popped first, so that was lovely. So for any of you that are going, I will be in town for all of the days, though I'm only doing the convention on the Saturday, because there's other things in LA that I would like to see. A ZP without Philip, yes. And we call him Philip on Zeta Protocol. He's never Fat Phil there. He is always Philip. Morning, Scribe. Bodhi, I don't know if I would do a Rey and Ezra tattoo, but I am looking to do a Star Wars tattoo. I feel like all of my tattoos have some kind of symbolism, but it's not like deep symbolism. My left hand is not pop culture related. My right arm is all like pop culture from when I was a kid. I definitely do need something Star Wars related, especially given this game and how much I've been involved in it over the last couple of years. I haven't fully decided what I want to do, but I was thinking I might take the Egnards logo, shrink it down to just an EG, and get just the EG tattooed on my wrist here on the inside, and it'll be my first and only color tattoo because it has that symbolic meaning there, and I just I don't like having like cartoon characters. I like symbols. Just get an adult coloring book. I don't think that they're comparable because an adult coloring book means that I have to do the work, right? An adult coloring book means that I have to get the colored pencils and I have to sit there drawing. I'm not drawing my own tattoos. Tattoos are my therapy. Tattoos, I sit down in that chair and I go, oh my God, I feel so good right now, all of this pain. Now, that might mean that there are a lot of things wrong with me, and that's okay. I would be willing to get a Moonborn design tattoo. I honestly would. I will go get a tattoo literally tomorrow. I'm waiting on my wife to be ready and my wife to have the design she wants, and then I'll pull the fucking trigger tomorrow. Oh man. Today there's really nothing going on in game. We'll kind of transfer over. We're gonna see what TW looks like. I think we're winning. We were winning as of this morning when I looked. It does look kind of like if they breach this wall that maybe they will have an easier time getting through that next wall. But I don't see us having too much problem finishing up this Great Mother's Wall. I've thrown 2 teams at it already, so I'm going to hold off and we're going to let that drop on its own and see what happens. Seems that we're having our own troubles. This is probably the first TW in a while that is seemingly competitive. Either we win really, really easily, they win really, really easily. It's never a challenge until today. The Cantina redesign has been really nice, Bodhi. I do like a lot of this stuff. I like that I can look at my GAC and I can kind of see what's going on here. Normally the scores would be posted, right? I do like that I can go over here and I can check out what's going on. I love all of it. It has been annoying, and I'm sure for a lot of you guys as well, it's been very annoying because I'm so used to pressing on certain things. So I'll go to like the events menu and I'll do my events and then I'll get out and realize, oh shit, I have to go back in to do my challenges. One thing that I do really wish that they would do though is that I wish that if I click on any of these up here in this empty space, there would be folders and I could click on those and I could switch between them right here in this empty space. That would make my life so much better in terms of quality of life of the game, right? I go from light side battles, I click over here, boom, Cantina battles. I don't have to go back and then go back in. So that's something that I'm going to be gunning for quality of life wise, is to be able to kind of move between these in a single click instead of having to do the click back and then the click in. But it's a small thing. It's quality of life. I'll get used to it in 3 or 4, 6 weeks, whatever it is. Overall, though, I am mostly positive on this update. Coliseum has been much, much friendlier. I think the fact that they have increased the amount of tiers and they've lowered the difficulty between each of those tiers, it feels a lot less like RNG is the biggest factor in your battles. Previously, you'd hit the boss, and then the boss would hit one guy and they'd be dead and you'd lose all of your DPS and it sucked. Now it feels like things are a little bit nicer. They run a little bit smoother. I'm liking that loaned units actually level up their abilities, which is freaking nice. I could not stand this no abilities thing and having level 1 abilities. I'm overall positive. It remains to be seen what monetization looks like. It remains to be seen if the era unit is going to be more expensive because, you know, we have where is it? The era materials are cost more and are split between 2 bundles. It remains to be seen if whaling is going to be affected in a negative way, and if it is, that'll kind of piss me off. But overall, I think that this update has done a lot of really nice things for the game in the short term. I do think that there are some things that they still can do. I do think that Coliseum needs more attempts now. 5 attempts is not enough when you're giving us 20 loaned units. I do think that instead of just giving us like 10 battles on the Coliseum, that it should be like 5 refresh at the beginning of the day and you get 1 an hour. Okay, which would be 24 additional, but just to kind of allow you to pace that out. Does the Great Dragon have arms? It doesn't, but you know what? I don't know how sugary the diet of a Great Dragon is. You know, it might be that the humans that it eat kind of help it floss its teeth on its own. In the Star Wars world on Tatooine, there might not be a lot of processed sugar. Or Great Dragons could be like sharks and have an unlimited amount of just teeth that are constantly regrowing, so who knows? After so many, if you stop with the new player stuff, try doing something for veterans. I mean, I think, and Bodhi, I think we've talked about this before. I do think that because this game is 10 years old, it's really hard to convince new players to play a game like this. And that is a big problem because players will always quit. Always quit. That's just the nature of a game like this. So you need a funnel of new players. And I do think that the game is in a good place for new players now. They have shored up Zetas. They have shored up Omegas. They have given those players a funnel to work on their legacy rosters while also working on new things. I do think that the new player experience is in a great place. I did tell Meathead, I think, you know, not for nothing, when with celebrations, that they really should consider doing a booth because of the space that the game exists in now. That new players, I think, are far more likely to stay with the game or rejoin the game if they quit 3 years ago. I think the big thing that CG could do for veteran players right now is just shore up my time in game. Right? Like right now with quality of life and the new player experience kind of shored up, I feel like I spend way too many hours in the game each day, and that is a problem. And I think with this new era PvP coming up, we don't know when, but I'm assuming it'll be the next era. That's just another fucking chore for me. I don't know if it'll take me 5 minutes. I don't know if it'll take me 10 minutes. I don't know if it'll take a half hour a day. All I know is that I already feel like there is too much time spent on a per day basis. I don't think that killing TW will fix it because I already don't invest any time, effort, or energy in TW. I place my characters, which is annoying. I think that TW does need to have a form defense that I can set, especially for guilds that are non-competitive, where I can just place my defense in a couple of clicks. I place my defense, I do 2 or 3 battles, I'm done. You know, we've talked about things like the priority on simming the raid, right? I don't think everybody should be able to sim the raid. I do think that there should be criteria for simming the raid. TB, we've talked about simming TB. We've talked about being able to do TB in a way where you can sim certain things, certain combats. You know, even if it's not on a guild basis, but on a player basis, where if I've beaten this combat enough times, I can eat my team and I can sim that battle and not take an hour out of my time. I think there's a lot of things that CG can do there to tighten that up, and then I'll be more receptive to era PvP. You know, if you give me back 20 minutes a day, then I'm happy. I lost my train of thought. I can't read I can't read the chat while also talking because then I get all types of confused. I am excited though. I mean, I don't give a shit about any of these characters in this era. I honestly I don't care about New Republic at all. I said this during during a video. That's a me problem. I know some people are very excited. Some people are not very excited. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the characters themselves. I am excited for the era as a whole because it has shown me some interesting things. And we'll see what happens with the era as it progresses and as we move forward through it. I think that that's what I have to say there. Again, it's been 3 weeks since we've been able to do a brunch, which means that I am so far behind in terms of reviews and premium reviews and just my regular reviews. So we're going to try to knock out literally as many of those as we possibly can this morning just to get it done. Most exciting thing is that it leads into a new GL. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't care about the next GL so much as I care about the next raid. I want to know what to be doing with my materials. I want to know if I need to start preparing. I want to know which characters I should start preparing. I will, of course, miss Order 66 just because it's a very fast raid. It's a very easy raid. It takes me 15 minutes to get all of my reviews. See, I'm reading chat again. It takes me about 15 minutes to get all of my raid attempts in and done. And if the next raid takes more than that, it's going to hurt. But I am excited to hopefully get news on there. I know that Scribe was saying that the Crate Dragon is probably going to be the next one and that they'll redo the Crate Dragon. But fuck you, Scribbles, because Crate Dragon, I said it like 4 different ways. The Crate Dragon is now in Coliseum, so I think that that's probably not going to happen at this point. Yeah, well, you know, Snorlax, we thought that about the characters in this era, right? And we're like, oh, these characters are all probably locked to the movie. And then the next day they revealed them in game, which was just so silly. I don't think that the next GL is going to be movie locked unless there's some big bad in that movie that we don't know about yet, right? Because like Rhoda the Hutt is our journey character, and Rhoda the Hutt is the big badass in the movie, not the big bad, the big badass that looks cool, and you go, wow. So maybe the villain of the movie, I don't know. It's possible, but I think it's going to go out a little further than that. Yeah, that's why Phil is not behind on his reviews, because nobody asks Phil to review their rosters. Have I seen that Nooch has written an open letter about CG not giving us info? I have not. It's been a busy couple of days. I don't particularly, I don't watch a lot of Swugga content just because you don't want to be reductive. I have not seen that he wrote an open letter. Good for him, I guess. I mean, when did the last raid drop? Was it July? I think, right? I think it was July. So we have time, and they usually give us about 2 to 3 weeks on actual characters. We'll find out. I think that with the era system, CG has had to fundamentally alter the raid system as well in order to kind of make things work correctly. So we'll see what happens. You've been hoarding to take 5 to 7 tunes from 7 to 9 upon release, hoping by midway through current era we'll at least know. Yeah, I'm dead on resources. I completely burned all of my resources on the era characters. I wish I could go in just to see those characters, though. All my Cassian characters are Relic 9, which left me with no materials left. So I have to save up during this entire during this entire event cycle. In March, did they give us the characters, Snorlax? I don't think they gave us characters in March. I think that in March, they said, oh, we are keeping this raid a little longer, right? They said, hey, we're working on the next raid, and we're going to delay it by a couple of months because we're not ready. And then we found out that all of the new characters will be part of it. But we didn't really find out about old characters until much, much, much closer to release. New characters are irrelevant because new characters, other than the fact of will you wail on them or won't you wail on them, you know, we can't gear them at this point right now.
What can I get you today?
Oh, that's the first time I've heard the Cantina lady. I obviously do not play with sound on very often. What time is it? 7:48. We have about 12 minutes until my day refresh, so I kind of want to keep chatting for that time before we go into reviews. Sneaks in and takes a seat at the back of the class. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I saw people were talking about me yesterday. Let's see. Okay. I was tagged somewhere. One thing I do have to say, for those of you that haven't seen on Discord, a few months ago, our good friend and whale user did promise that if we got him into the top 100 GAC accounts in the game, that he would send me a really good bottle of scotch. And this fucker did deliver. This is a 26-year single malt Murray McDavid. It is a damn fucking good bottle of scotch. Like, holy shit. I have never had something that tasted like that. And now my taste buds are ruined by scotches that I can't afford. So, fuck you, user. What else do we have on the agenda? Who's got something to talk about for the next 11 minutes before we get into reviews and me talking constantly? I can't drink that during brunch. I can't do it. I can't just drink this for... Like, this is not the kind of scotch that you just chug out of the bottle. You can't. This is something that needs to be respected. I've been drinking it neat. I don't drink my whiskey neat. I drink my whiskey with ice. I drink it on the rocks, and I've been drinking this neat.
Rewired it myself. Doesn't drop glasses anymore, usually.
No, that bottle cannot be drunk out of the bottle. It can't. It just disrespects it. It disrespects that whiskey. That is a whiskey that is not meant to be wasted. It is a whiskey that is meant to be savored. It has notes of mango. It has notes of toffee. Like, god damn. Oh, it's such a good fucking bottle. Which faction do I like better, ISB or New Cassian? I haven't really used either of them. I threw them both on defense. I haven't played with either of them yet. You know, I lost both of my GACs, sadly. My first GAC, I got wiped. I got completely obliterated. And my Cassian and my ISB did nothing for me. Like, literally did nothing for me. It was a good match. I dropped one. But I got no holds from either team. My second match, though, was one of those matches where, like, every one of your counters just doesn't work. Every counter that you use, like, Satil Shan against the Stranger, I had a TM Cron. I killed Gas. I think I got it down to just Stranger and Maul. And lost with Satil Shot. Every counter didn't work. But in terms of Cassian got me 5 holds. So I will take that. I don't know if ISB got me any holds. I don't even know where they are. They got me 1 hold. I don't have their thing yet. And I didn't lose here. I just didn't bother fighting it because there was no point at that point. Yeah, everything Adis was failing this today. LV, my Bane failed, and then my Pirates failed. My Ray, I did Leia to start, and Leia failed against Ray. Drogon died almost immediately, which was the worst. Third sister with Ahsoka, I had run out of things to use. My Quadme, I threw Quadme at this, and on my first attack, I don't even know what happened. Maybe somebody can explain this to me. But on my first attack with Padawan Obi-Wan literally just disappeared. Like, he went in to attack and then just disappeared. It didn't even look like he took damage. He attacked, disappeared. So it was not a fun match for me. It was shit, and we'll see today if I do any better. I think that when the FTC's dust, that Satil with the TM Cron will be more reliable. But here's what I've noticed. Even without the FTC, because I've lost without the FTC, even without the FTC, it can be iffy. Because people have been putting gas in the battle. So unless you have a TM Cron, you end up getting all of your cooldowns increased. So once light side TM Crons are gone, if people continue throwing gas in this team, it's going to be tough for Satil to beat it. And I think it's possible more people are going to keep putting Stranger on defense with gas. Because in high-level PvP, gas doesn't really move the needle. You kind of throw him in sometimes if you need to. Do you have it on video, Scribe? Because I didn't get mine on video. I was playing on my phone, and I wanted to go back and watch just to see what the fuck happened. I looked through the DC, I was looking through the kits, and I just did not understand how he could just explode and disappear like that. It was very annoying. Can you have a Rooster review? We did a Rooster review before, Heroes. Somebody wrote it in wrong on Discord, and then we spent 20 minutes looking at pictures of roosters on Google. Do I see? Well, Xander, is it whiskey? Is it whiskey does not mean drink the whiskey. Is it whiskey is what I'm drinking whiskey, and I will drink that. I am not... This bottle is too damn beautiful to waste on stream in the morning when I can't appreciate it. It just exploded, C squared, man. Like, literally, I was like, what the fuck? I'm going to have to look at it, Scribe, man, because I don't understand. I was sitting at my phone like, what the fuck just happened? This makes no sense. Is Biston a bad platoon for Rote? What level does Biston have to be at? R8, I think. He's not a great character. I would definitely call him a shit tier character in that you're not going to use him in any other teams. I mean, I have plenty of those. Over the years, I have collected my fair share of Relic 9 shit tier characters. Let's see. Ewok Scout. Hoth Rebel Soldier. Mon Mothma isn't shit tier, but definitely not a character that you wanted to take to Relic 9. Wicket. I know that Gerbil would probably be happy about that. Oh, you have an R9 Bistinidis. Yeah, he's definitely what we would consider a shit tier. Veteran smuggler. I think I have multiple Ewoks at R9. Oh, just Ewok Scout, which I bought. So that was What does 41,000 channel points get you? I mean, I've recently lowered the cost of making me do push-ups. It'll annoy me if I have to do push-ups, but I have recently lowered the cost there to, I think it's 15,000. You have 3 minutes until we start getting into reviews and shit, because that is when my store refresh shifts over and we can buy things, and then I don't have to worry about the in-game. I actually need to start doing more push-ups, because so I obviously made a bet with Rabid Beaver, and in doing that bet, I ended up having to. I'll do the push-ups in a minute. Calm down. I ended up having to do the Gungan Phalanx Omicron, which was useless. It was Galactic Challenges. And now that it is a TW Omicron, I think it was Con Warlock who suggested that I should allow him to choose another Omicron for me. Instead of doing that, I actually challenged Rabid Beaver to a new contest. And that new contest is going to be an arm wrestling contest at Celebrations. So I need to start doing some push-ups and some arm exercises to make sure that I am prepared for our arm wrestling match. All right, I got to set up the camera so that it'll actually move, and it'll adjust to where I am. How do I do that again? I think I go over focus, auto. Where is it? Manual show mode. Where is the button that I'm looking for? Auto framing. All right, fine. We're going to do it. Oh. All right, I guess I need to start doing more fucking push-ups. Let's fix this so that the exposure is back to where I need it to be. Auto framing off. Fix this back up here. Beaver said he's going to do some training. Yeah, we had an interesting conversation. He was like, all right, I agree. And then he was like, wait a second, do you go to the gym? Do you arm wrestle? And I was like, no, man, like, I might do some push-ups to train, but like the only arm wrestling training that I have is watching Over the Top, the 80s movie. So he's like, all right, fuck it, let's just do it. That's what I said, Baby Yoda Eyes. I was like, I've seen Over the Top a bunch of times. It's a great movie. I'm a big fan. But that's about all of my training. All right. We have reviews that need to be done. Let's see. Anything good here? Tenacity protection. All right, I'll take that. We'll risk that one. We'll see what happens. There he is, Shadow. What's up, buddy? Gabe's dead. Yesterday you were so excited. You got your packs. M3, it used to be 25,000 for that redemption. I think it's 15,000 now, right? So I did lower it. I did a decent amount lower. What do I think of Stinky the Hut? It was a shitty movie back in the day. I don't really particularly care about the Hut, and I'm gonna get the Hut because of course I am. But I'm not excited by any of the characters in this era at all, but that's okay. It's been a long time since I've been excited about a character. You know, Bail Organa would excite me. A Kyle Katarn that doesn't suck except when we have specific Datacrons would excite me. I think that those are like the only two characters right now that would like really, really excite me. But it's all right. I don't have to be excited by the characters. I just have to like the direction the game is going in. Okay, we got reviews. I've said that like a million times, right? So we got to get into our reviews. We have premium ones. We have free ones. We have to play the review song. It's been a long time since we've played the review song. I don't even think it's queued up, so bear with me for a second when we go to the Be Right Back screen, and we will hit the reviews.
Rush to reviews. Egnards is having a break and taking a Rush to reviews. Talking to me that what pack sex should sell to you. Ooh, to you. To you.
How can you not be excited for a shitty droid that explodes itself? And you know what? It's so great is that one of his things is like use that ability 5 times. I never get to use that stupid fucking ability. I've been doing the mod tier on manual just to be able to try and get it. I think I have used it like 3 times so far. Where is it? Use bad motivator 5 times. I've used it 1 frickin' time. Yeah, okay, so I guess I'm probably not getting this Omicron material because I'm not going to go through. It's 1 Omicron material is not worth it to me. In order to like, oh, just go into this battle and the era battle, and no, it's not worth it for me. I don't care. How do you sign up for a free review? I can promise you it's probably not going to happen today because we have not been here in 3 weeks and I need to catch up. But what you can do is you can head to our Discord. And if you go to our Discord, I have a waiting list. You sign up for it. It's nice. When it's done, if you're not online, I tag you so that you can see it. And I put it in the show notes so you don't even have to watch the whole stream. Yeah, Scribe, I've been doing tier 1 of the Marquee on manual. It doesn't always happen. Or I should say, I don't do it on manual. I do it on auto, but I don't sim it. I don't care. I don't care enough. It's not an, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. All right. What do we got? We have a lot of reviews. Let's pop on over. Let's get this game down. Let's see what's going on. You hear that, Meathead? I know you're here. Meathead and CG Microwave, I know you're listening. It's dumb. Let us pop this up first so I can hide the GP of the player. He starts with at the 5-star tier. I'm not going to remember that today when I pop in. I'm honestly not. I'm going to do it on auto, on sim. Listen, what CG needs to understand is you gave me the sim option. Stop making me have to do all the fucking tiers on manual, negating the sim option. It's stupid. And you know what else is fucking stupid in these character events? Is that it's always like, Kill 5 guys with Farm Boy Luke. Kill 5 guys with Zeb. Kill 5 guys with fucking Jawa Engineer. Stop fucking making me go through and pick random battles and run them on auto with the stupidest fucking team in the world. It's a waste of my time. There's the end of my rant. And stop doing it with characters like Jawa Engineer who can't even do damage on his own. You need JML. So many players that don't have JML, newer whales are screwed on that one because Engineer can't do the damage on his own. Oh my God. Scribe, if you pop on stream and say game's dead, Shadow will send me $1 million. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, I do it. What I do is I look and I see all like 4 or 5 characters and I run them all on auto basic on a battle. But it's just a waste of my time. And then it'll be like, win with kill 5 guys with Jawa Engineer, but also win with all Jawas. Great, I could do those together, I guess, but I just want to run all of the kill characters together to make it my blood pressure. They're just dumb little chores. They're dumb little chores that they're giving me. Before we get into Cunctator's review, he keeps asking me for reviews, but like, I'm going to tell him the same thing every time. Just as a quick note, we are doing great on our signal data collection survey. I want to remind people about it because a lot of Steam was lost when there was a double and triple drop day, and I had to pause the survey. This is running. We do have a lot of players involved in it. We are getting a lot of data on 9F. It's great. 9F, awesome. But I need more data on 9B and 9D. I need data there. I know everybody wants green and blue signal data, but remember, gray signal data can be burned for Relic 10 material, and it's very efficient to do so. Get me that 9B and 9D data. Get in there. We're going to put this on both YouTube and on Twitch, right? So that if you are not already involved in it and want to be involved in it, you can be involved in it. At 7K Sims, you're way past the 95% confidence mark. Yes, 7K Sims is a good amount of data to pretty accurately say that it is likely that 9F has a green 66% drop rate and blue is probably 50% drop rate. But we also have to expect the fact that some people are just stupid and they input data wrong. So the higher we get in terms of the amount of data, the more correct we will be in terms of like mistakes happening. You have a few issues with Discord. What issues do I have with Discord? I have been farming 9D religiously. 9D based on, I will, give me a second. Let me find this. Cantina, data collection. Yeah, we're not going to get to any reviews today. Nope, it's not on this account. It's on my other account. Here it is. Okay, so this is my test summary, which is not fully accurate. Here we go. This is based off of a few days ago, so let's correct this. Paste values. Paste values only. Okay. So based off of these nodes right now, if you were looking at corrupted signal data, 9B and 9D are much, much, much better for conversion than 9F is. So there is some context. There is some ability to say, hey, go for those nodes. Even though you might not need that signal data, it'll get you what you need properly, right? That is the important thing. That's what we want to remember here. All right. Okay. Boom. Let's actually get into the review, shall we? Stop talking about you can't load into Discord. I shouldn't have any issues. Hold on. We can make a new invite. Generate new link. Hidden, use copy button. I don't know. This is a newly generated link. I'll look at the link that's on there for later. But let's get into our reviews, shall we? Cunctator, what time is it right now? We are at 50 minutes. Cunctator would like to join my guild, but Cunctator is also lazy. Mostly Leviathans with a bit of Executors. No, it's sensitive topic, still getting first place. So he's not communicating, but still gets first place. Assault Battles, mostly Relic 9. The only thing that we don't have is Peridia Patrol. You know my feelings on that. At this point, especially, that R9 is so much easier to get, and we've been given a lot more R9 materials. I just think that if you want to be an end game player and you don't have this at R9, you're dumb. You're just a dumb head. That's how I see it at this point in the game. Currently working on Bane Zetas, Ben Gearing, Jedi Master Mace, Windu, Shard farming. I can unlock C, but he will sit at G1 until I get him his Zetas, which will be a while. At least, I know you spend money on Zetas, and I think that that's probably primarily where your money should go. Unfortunately, a lot of Zeta packs have been significantly undervalued now that Zetas themselves are more abundant. But you do have a huge Zeta deficit, and hopefully these Omega battles are going to help you alleviate that much quicker than it would have like a year ago. If they somehow announce the raid between now and the roster review, disregard everything. I'm actually farming the raid stuff. We're going to get raid news in the next month. I'm surprised we didn't get it already, but it's going to be happening soon. Are you dead set on continuing with the current farms you're doing? You put me on this path yourself, so I doubt you have disagreement, but no, not at all. How highly do you value efficiency? Efficiency, I have everything fun. Are there any favorite characters you want to prioritize? No. Shards for any important proving ground characters. Everything not unlocked is below 200 shards. Cobb Vanth, day one. Not sure I'd want to use him, though. I feel like Cobb Vanth is this trap where we're all like, Cobb Vanth looks dumb. And then they're going to pull in Inquisitors on us, and everything in the game is going to need Cobb Vanth. You're going to need Cobb Vanth for the GL. You're going to need Cobb Vanth for the raid. You're going to need Cobb Vanth in the next conquest. And it's going to be one of those annoying times where we're just forced on Cobb Vanth. And Cobb Vanth is a really cool character. He was really great in The Mandalorian. Timothy Oliphant is an awesome actor, but I just don't know why they made the choices that they did with his kit. One Omicron per mode was a great idea for Jar Jar Binks, not for Cobb Vanth. It would have made sense for Jar Jar Binks. Premium reviews, no, good, because I didn't even look to see. It's been a while since I've done just a general roster health check. Do your magic, no special guidelines here. I know my mods are terrible. I'm working on it. I just pretend I don't because it's fun. After discussing with the new guild, it was decided to start hearting towards new raid GL after Bane is done, and I'm inclined to agree, but won't mind a third opinion. I mean, listen, it's tough. If you were a free-to-play player, I would say hoard everything for the new raid and wait. But you're not a free-to-play player. You do spend a pretty decent amount of money in this game. You do whale on packs. You're less hurt by not hoarding because you are somebody that is like, you're okay with saying, all right, I'm going to Um, I'm going to buy this relic pack, this Zeta pack. So I'm less inclined to say that you should be hoarding right now, since you're going to be getting stuff anyway. I believe, if I remember correctly, you're about 12.5 million, 12.8 million. You're in a rhodium. I know that because I helped you set your current GAC stuff, and I noticed that you are missing a lot of GAC tools to get yourself ahead, which is problematic. Right now, I'd primarily be focusing on those things while you're waiting on the raid, because that's the only way you're going to exist in a world where you can get to Kyber and you can compete without having to put in tons and tons and tons and tons of effort and energy. So kind of this, I mean, this is what I said to you privately a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Without Ben, your Ray is useless, right? Ray is completely useless without Ben. You need to have Ben up there. Bane is a two-man wrecking crew. He is a Swiss Army knife for your roster. It doesn't make sense to not have him at 13 million GP. I hit the wrong one again because I always do. We don't have Jedi Master Mace Windu. I'm not really inclined to care about Jedi Master Mace Windu, honestly. Like, I use him sometimes. He's a defensive staple. Doesn't really get holds for people, but he's still a defensive staple. Just one of those teams that you do have to pay attention to. What are we missing? I actually kind of like Dark Trooper Moff Gideon these days. I haven't used him, I don't think, on defense in a while. But because of the Mandalore mission as well, that's typically a 3-day event for most guilds. The Treya team. I think that right now, you should just be working on smaller projects, smaller GAC projects while we wait on raid news. So that's your Bane, that's your Ben, that's your Treya team. I would bring Treya as a minimum, Treya, Nihilus. You can use Scion. Some people use Scion. I use Sith Empire Trooper. You already have Star Killer, so you're going to have Darth Big Tits already. Savage, you're going to want to get them at least to Relic 5. Now, in Relic Delta Land, I brought mine to Relic 7, Relic 8. But it's definitely a team that you don't want to ignore because they are very, very, very usable. What else do we got? So crazy to see some of these characters. It's not the worst thing in the world. Star Killer at 7 is silly to me. We don't even have the Stranger, which doesn't... Man, all of these like end game players who are too lazy to do their conquest blow my mind. Because Stranger is like another thing that should be in your toolkit. Malicos at level 1, like, should be in your toolkit. You already have Seer. You have, I'm assuming you have Baby Cal already kind of built up. Well, Baby Cal's Relic 3, so at least he's usable. I would be working on shoring up those GAC things. That's it. That's all I would be doing. There's nothing else that I can tell you. Is R9 Piet needed? My Piet is still not R9. My Piet is Relic 8. Be careful with your materials and just start working on your GAC teams. Right? Your conquest characters, your characters that are going to be very usable for you. You have even Ray. You don't even have DS Ray, which is like insane to me to not have DS Ray. Oh, Shadow, you're not. I will disown you, man. Don't do that shit. Don't do it. You have to build out those characters. And I know that Zetas are in a tight demand for you right now, but again, what is it? Is there 7 Omega battles? And they now give 3 Zetas each, and you get them every month. So it's an extra Zeta every month that we're now getting. Plus, they have released several Zeta paid packs that I know you're buying that are much higher value than Zeta paid packs of the past. So that's going to be a problem that is going to clear itself up pretty quickly over the next couple of months. So that's all I got to say to you. Wait for your raid. Clear up the GAC shit. And honestly, Peridia Patrol should be Relic 9. There's no excuse otherwise. Afra's sad to see. Afra is pretty good with IG90. I still don't really use the team as much as other people do, even with IG90. I do think that she is very usable. I definitely think she's very usable, but I don't think she's an end-all be-all thing. What relic am I taking Ezra after the nerf? I'm taking Egnard. There we go. I'm taking Ezra back to wherever he is now, which is 9. Right? That's exactly where I'm taking them. Are those packs valuable with the new 66 credit value? It depends on how you're valuing those things. So, we look at the value of refreshing the Omega battles at 66 crystals per refresh, and I would 100% do that refresh every single time if you're in a Zeta deficit, because 66 crystals per refresh is a very nice value. I, however, am not valuing Zetas at that 66. I am still valuing them a little higher at 100 crystals. But I can kind of show you here. If we were to take this, I have to switch over my account real quick. If we were to switch this over to 66, use custom values. What were the names of the newer packs? Zeta Surge Pack is one of them, I think. Zeta store value, quantity 30, 40, 50, 599. No, this is not new. This is from a little while ago. But you really don't get enough value out of that until you get the 5% one. I don't remember which Zeta packs are the new packs, which is the problem. Is it this one? Zeta Mastery Pack. If you're doing it at a value of 66, you're only getting a value at the 1%. Zeta Supply Bundle. $20. I mean, if you're only valuing them at 66, you're not going to see a high valuation. If you value them at the 100, I still think that a bunch of these packs are still worth it. Zeta Command Bundle. This is the $40 pack. This is a new pack at 66 store value, not worth it. At 100 value, Zeta, what is it? Command? Is that what we said? Zeta Command Bundle. 100 value, you're still getting it. Zeta Amplifier. Zeta Amplifier pack, you're not really getting the value. So I think the TLDR is that if you're valuing it at 66, probably not worth it. If you're valuing it where I value it, which is at 100, which is still a over 50% reduction in value, then it is still definitely worth it to buy some of the newer packs. Danny Bear, well, welcome. The game is definitely much more free interesting, exciting for new players than it was last year. CG has done a great job of kind of building that out for players like yourself. What I can tell you is that if you were to pop into, there's a lot of creators with a lot of different Discords, but we have very helpful people on Discord. If you ever have any questions about the game, there are a ton of people there that can definitely answer those questions. And there are a lot of other creators with their own Discords who are also very useful and beneficial. And, you know, if you pop in there, feel free. If you ever have questions, I am very active on my own Discord because I don't have a life and I am addicted to the internet. We're going to move into our other premium review for today, which is Snorlax, who is another serial reviewer who loves to hear me talk about his account every other day. But he's probably finished the advice since the last time. Is Ezra's Ami still going to be worth it? I'm applying all of his Omicrons on Ezra because I'm just going to use him with Ahsoka. Are they going to be useful if you don't have Ahsoka? No. But if you have Ahsoka, I'm still heavily investing in him. Snorlax, type of review. I'm a Lightspeed Bundle player. I don't need background info, Snorlax. I know you. I'm also very keen on getting up teams that pay dividends. Okay. Top 10 is profundities, the executors. The rest is top 20 is executors and negotiators. Are you coordinating? Nope. Haven't had a need to get first place consistently. Assault battles, most of them are at the CT3 tier. Secrets and Shadows is still CT2. Fanatical Devotion is still CT2. Pretty Patrol is still Relic 7. Not sure what to work on, but I want to 7-star my Spider Maul and unlock JML soon, as I have Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, all right, but I'm also close to Rey. Are you dead set on continuing? I'm fine to pivot where needed. I highly doubt. I'm about 80-20 split heavily between efficiency and fun. Any favorite characters? No, I do like characters, but I won't affect who I farm because you're a smart fucking player. There are a lot of players who refuse to farm characters because they don't like those characters, and those people are also dumb heads. Maz is still 206. Luthen is 307, so you'll get Luthen pretty quickly. If I remember correctly, you are somewhere around 9 million GP. 9.5 million GP. All right. How are we doing on our Spider Maul journey? Spider Maul journey. Spider Maul. Check them out. Hey, it's Spider Maul. Are you going to get there by the end of the month, right? That event stays for the entire month. We have Yoda and Chewie. Asajj Ventress is getting close. Darth Vader is getting close. I think you'll get there. I think you'll make it to Spider Maul. Okay, and I'm assuming you have Stranger. Definitely Stranger is there. Nice. Let's check out the tools that we have. Gear tracker. Rey is close. Oh, before I do this, you have Leviathan now, right? I think you bought the Leviathan bundle. Yes, we do. And we're getting first, so we don't need to refresh it. Jedi Master Luke is close. JMK is a little further. Lord Vader is close. You're just in that spot in the game. Ahsoka, Jar Jar, super close. Jedi Master, Hondo. What are we missing from Ahsoka? What are we doing? What's going on here? Do we have Cat unlocked? No, we don't even have Cat unlocked. And she would be around 180, so we can't even go for Ahsoka yet. Rey is not high up, but that'll help. Going for Rey will help your Jedi Master Luke farm. Just keep in mind that Jedi Master Luke has lost a lot of his dominance over the last couple of years, and now with Satil Shan, he has lost a lot more of it. He's still useful in Conquest, but he's not going to be highly beneficial like he was previously. I think that Ray is probably the smarter farm for you because you're closer, because you'll actually get closer to Jedi Master Luke with doing your Ray farm. Is this Snorlax popping in? There he is. What's up, Snorlax?
Hello, I see you're reviewing my roster.
Yeah, you joined just in time, man. So I don't know, were you in the stream at all before?
I was a bit not in the stream, but I saw where you were at. You were
Okay.
looking at the GL for me to get.
Yeah, so what I was looking at was, first I was looking at Ahsoka because she's more of a priority farm, but you still don't have Cat, and Cat is at like 180 of 330 based on what you said. So
Yeah.
we're going to ignore Cat right now. We're going to ignore Ahsoka right now because it's not that important, and JMK is really not super useful without Cat.
Cat.
But what I was saying was that JML has lost a lot of prominence, and you do have Satil Shan. So it makes a lot more sense to go after Ray. I know that some people are annoyed because of the Ray Ezra situation, but Ray is still very good on defense when you give her a team like Ray, Ben, Baby Cal.
Even with no Ben, I don't have Ben yet.
Oh my God, you don't have Ben either?
No, I know.
Killing me.
My roster is a bit.
No, Ben is no. JM Ray is useless without Ben. Like literally useless. Literally the most useless character in the game without Ben. What's up, Owie? Yeah, no, then no. And if he's at 182, you're with no. That sucks.
I was thinking of buying some Lightspeed bundles here and there. I'll probably get the mall one. I don't have mall yet.
Well, Maul, you're gonna have Spider Maul. You have Stranger. You're gonna have Spider
Yes, I
Maul,
do have
right?
Stranger.
You're on
I
track
have
for
Spider
Spider
Maul.
Maul. Okay. You have Star Killer. Okay. What about Malicos? You have Malicos. You have
I have
Seer.
Seer as well.
So Maul will give you a nice team there with Seer, Malicos, and Maul. Right?
Mhm.
Like, I'm not telling you to spend the money, but I'm telling you if you're already okay with spending the money, then it's not a bad shout there. Ray Ben Cal.
I'm more than likely gonna spend.
Ray Ben Cal, who else? I mean, it depends on who you want to put in there. My team for let me see who I put on defense. I actually don't even use Baby Cal in my team because I use it for Seer Malicos. Where is my Ray? I use Ray Ben. Oh, I'm gonna have to take Ezra out of that team. I use JTR in there. A lot of people have been using what's his name? General Kenobi because of the crit avoidance. So crit avoidance helps there. Resistance
Also
bros
helps
is
'cause I
good
don't
for
have
early.
EMP.
And it would help you, but you don't have Ben, so it's irrelevant. Barris is very useful there as well. I throw Barris in there, but I need Barris to be a little bit higher up. User, we went on a 20-minute rant about that whiskey you got me, man. And these motherfucking classless bitches wanted me to chug good fucking whiskey out of the bottle on stream at 8 in the morning like some kind of fucking heathen. God damn these people. People don't usually use Sortie. They use like L337 sometimes. Zalbar can be
I thought people
okay.
use Sortie for the VIP if you can get VIP on Ben.
I don't see it often. There was like a little space of time where people were doing it, but I think especially with Relic Delta now, not many people are bringing Sortie up to high relics, and R5 Sortie is dying.
Don't you need him for Leviathan?
I think only at R5. Let's find out. Let's find out. I don't think my Sortie's
One or
high.
two relic bombs isn't that bad. 5 to 7
Let's
is like not
see.
that much.
Sortie, yeah, my Sortie is Relic 5. A beatbox, man, god damn. Oh, those things are gross. At 6 a.m. though, no. Like, a beatbox at 6 a.m. is for vacation because time does not exist on a vacation. On vacation, whenever you wake up, it is acceptable to drink whatever you want. Yeah, I mean, I guess because you would have your Ray would be literally fundamentally useless. You're kind of boxed in when it comes to getting JML. Like you don't have an option other than JML. I would get him because you're close, and it'll get you closer to Ray for when you do have Ben, since you need the JTR at Relic 7 anyway. Team is getting a lot of buffs. Oh, forget. Yeah, I was just reading what Con Warlock was saying. Because Ray is kind of useless to you right now, because JMK is kind of useless to you now, because Ahsoka you just literally cannot even get right now. I don't want to tell you to go for Jar Jar because my Jar Jar fucks, but like I know you have to like put in a lot of effort. But like, why aren't we going for Hondo, man? Like
Me?
yes. Like your
because
gas
I
is
don't
at
have
6.
gas.
Yeah, but
It takes a while.
your gas is at 6. You still have to get Vayne.
It
Vayne is
just got to
4
6.
stars. Okay, that's fine. You got like
I'm
100
farming the
shards to go.
non. Yeah, I'm farming the non cantina ones now, like slowly
Okay.
farming.
I think that because you are
So, like,
so far on proving grounds for everything else, that you should be going JML into Hondo and putting all of your get 1 into gas.
It's already going to gas.
Yeah, well, I mean, just in case you weren't already doing that, I think that I think that Hondo is really your next best team. And because of Smuggler's Run 3, it's just going to help you considerably with where you are in the game. Because if this farm takes you, I don't know, let's say it takes 3 to 4 months, right, to get him. It depends on how much you want to spend. That means you're going to start to be a lot closer to Cat, and you're going to start to be a lot closer to Ben. And then those farms are going to be a lot more attractive for you. And you're going to be in this really big mod crunch because you're going to be spending a lot of mods at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that honestly, that is probably the best shout for you right now is yes to JML. It's going to help your conquest and you're close, but definitely be going with Hondo. Definitely put your stuff towards Hondo. Definitely put all of your farming into Hondo so that you can help yourself and you can give yourself time to work on everything else. And then like Jar Jar, right? Like if you start to get towards the end of Hondo and you're still 3 or 4 months out of any of those other characters because of Proving Grounds, you can say, you know what? I'm just going to throw whatever I need for Jar Jar because I'm so close to it. And then boom, you're done there and you have another team.
Yeah.
Yes, Adis, this is why players need to
I was
avoid
thinking
Proving
of like,
Grounds.
maybe just tokening someone.
Opening who?
Will out. I will Shadow. Just chill. It's like
Yeah, Shadow and User are
I
great
only can now
influences.
get Ray.
They are part of the Whale Out membership club, right? The Egnards. It's ironic because I started doing video and streams when I found out about people doing $50 roster reviews, and I was like, I'll do them for tips. I'll help people out. This is ridiculous. And now my entire membership club.
$50. That's mad.
I know. And now my entire membership club is all mega whales. It's all people like you and User and Sin and Shadow who just throw so much money at the game.
Me? I'm not a whale.
You are not anywhere near as much of a whale as User is, but you definitely, what's going to happen is we're going to get off this roster review and 3 days from now, there's going to be a pack. It's going to be like $100 for Cat. And you're going to be like, guess what, Egnards? Our entire review has changed because now I have Cat. And that has happened multiple times.
I would not spend $100 on Cat. Come on. You have to give me benefit of that. I would not spend $100 on.
The good
I
news
might spend
is
money for cat, but I'm not going to spend $100.
the last time we had a cat bundle, I think it was 40. I think. I don't remember exactly. I'd already
Yes,
had
it'll
cat.
probably be 45 at Relic 8, which I do not mind getting, because an extra $5 for an extra, 3 to 4 Relic levels?
Relic levels
Or like 2 to
would be
3?
worth it.
Why not? Why not?
Would be worth it.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's worth it.
And it
Just
would
for the
open
signal
up
data.
and it would open up Ahsoka for you. So that's what's going to happen next week for the data mine is
Oh.
that we're going to get a cat bundle and it's just going to throw everything off. But yes,
Yeah, I know, right?
I do think
That
for
sounds great.
you, JML Hondo, buy yourself the time. You can finish Jar Jar after that if you still need time. But that is when you're going to start collecting like your Rey, you're going to start collecting your JMK, you're going to start collecting your Ahsoka. As for JMK being shit in the end game, he has definitely lost a lot of prominence. But like a 4-man JMK team beats the FDC for Darth Vader, and that is very valuable to me as an end game player. Shadow, this was a very easy one today. Do you have any other questions? I feel like this was the easiest review I've ever done for you. You're usually a very complicated man.
He's complicated? Damn.
Well, normally there's a lot of little situations going on with your account, and I think the only thing was Ben here. And I typically are like, well, what about this token? What about that token? Wait, but I don't have this character for that thing. And I think I solved your problem very quickly today, which is not what normally happens.
Hey, Egnards is OP.
The Egnards is OP. Egnards knows his shit. Not kits though. Don't quiz me on kits because I don't fucking know what kits do. I literally have no idea. But I mean, I think. Do you have anything else that with your roster that you feel like needs to be answered at this point?
Not really. I was just really looking for where to go because I have like 500 signal data each startup.
Yeah.
Everything here, there, everywhere. I had like tons of stuff. And I was like, what the hell do I even do now? I was like, maybe
Yeah.
I'll do some relic hygiene here and there. But I had like no direction at all.
You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, relic hygiene is real. I first of all, I like that term. I've never used that term before, and I'm going to start using it, and I'm going to steal it from you. So when you start hearing me say relic hygiene, know
It's not my
that.
term. Like it's someone else saying that.
Oh, well, I heard it from you, and I enjoy the
I remember
term. I
someone
think
else
it's
talked
useful.
about it.
But I think at where you are in the game, you're still in an acquisition point, right? You're like a young startup, and you are still collecting debt in order to get to profitability later on. And this is where user perks up, and he goes, "What? Private equity?" But that's where you are still. You have to get the tools, and then you can kind of start working towards building out everything else. Fuck JMK close.
Also, I think the EP DVD team won't be as strong when the Datacron is gone.
No, it won't be as strong with the Datacron gone, but I mean, JMK doesn't really have a home anywhere else for what you're beating, so you're still gonna probably use it there because, like, I don't even think about it as a team. You know, like there are other teams where I'm worried about where I'm gonna use it. So, like Stranger, it's like, am I gonna use it here or here or here? Is it for Hondo? Is it for Rey? Like, who am I using Stranger on?
See, this is Kyber 1 things. I just toss it on defense because half the people don't have the teal.
The same thing though with SLKR, right? Is like, all right, which team gets beat with SLKR? JMK right now is, I don't know, I'm throwing it at DVD because I don't care. Like, I don't have another place to throw him, so it doesn't even really matter.
Fair.
So
I'm the homeless.
He's going to be playing against that team regardless. Now, will
unless you see a slacker on defense, then JMK can do something.
Yeah, but you don't see Slicker on defense unless you're not in like Kyber 1-2 or there's a DC specifically for that.
Like we saw with the Dark Side Raycon.
Papa Palp DC is going to be pretty good. Yeah, I have to look into those DCs later today. I gotta work on that
It's
stuff.
a very interesting clause. It's just like you kill me, I kill you.
Yes, I saw
Find it
that.
very interesting thematically.
I did see that, and that might kind of put a kibosh on the JMK thing, and something else is going to be there. But I don't know. 3v3 is always a strange entity, and I don't put as much stock into it. Um,
Hmm.
okay, we need to move on, man. And as always, you are welcome to stick around. But I am 3 weeks overdue on all of these reviews because I haven't had a stream in a while. So I want to try to knock out
Go,
as
go,
many of them
go.
as I can.
Oh, did you
Rest,
guess my GP correctly?
I did. I said 9 million. And you're 9.5. So I was very close. I think anything within a
I,
million
I'm
is
10
good
million now.
enough.
I'm 10 million now.
10 million. I just it just hasn't updated.
Uh,
See, on screen it's
Cinema
9.5.
is wrong.
Doesn't matter. What the game says, what GG says is what matters. All right, we got Rescue Panda here, and my regular views down here. Let's just pull this up. Rescue Panda, what time is it? It is 1:25. Top 20 of your fleet arena looks like all Leviathans currently getting first most days, but never below top 5. Are you coordinating? Yes. All ABs CT3, Duel of the Fates, Lover Boys R9, Pretty Patrol R7. I've gotten most of what was recommended during my last review, including multiple GLs and Balin unlocked. Also recently picked up the Afra team, mainly farming the Era units to 7 for Spider Maul when he comes back around. So this was posted even before we found out about the event. And also Cantina farming the last ship I need for Leviathan. In regards to actual farms, I don't have any direction at the moment since I just finished quite a few. Leviathan is being done slowly in the background and have been using LSTs for other requirements and cleaning up teams. Curious on your opinion based on my roster in regards to going towards the last few GLs or relicking current teams to higher levels. For example, I only have R9 and requirements right now and have no R10s, as I'm predicting that we will get a new GL or capital ship with that requirement sooner than later. Oh, man. Are you dead set on continuing? Not really. I want to finish the ship farm, and I have every character at 7-star for normal fleet energy, except for the new units that I am actively farming. How highly do you value efficiency? Kind of fine with either at the moment. Plus, I have very few things I need to farm anymore. Are there any favorite characters? Nope. Shards for important proving ground characters, have all of them unlocked. Now, before we play Guess the GP, this was posted April 19th, and a lot of things have changed since April 19th. Mainly, one, we know that Spider Maul's event is active for this month. So we do need to check on where Rescue Panda is and if we feel like he'll be able to get there in time. The other major thing is that CG basically tripled the amount of Era currency in Coliseum, meaning that whether you are free to play, whether you are a casual spender, whoever you are able to get Relic 10 faster. The third and final thing here is that with the Cantina change, if you are specifically looking for signal data, for corrupted signal data, the conversion rates on Cantina Sector 9 are higher than Cantina Sector 8, which means you can more quickly get that corrupted signal data as well. And what that means to me is that people need to stop holding so many Relic 10s in the chamber. Stop waiting on them. Yes, we might get a GL that needs a Relic 10, but honestly, you're looking at 3 maximum. Maximum. Probably just 1, but 3 maximum. And people might say, well, I'm a free-to-play player, and I need to keep 3 in the chamber now because I need to be careful for this GL. If you are a free-to-play player or you are a casual spender, you're not getting the GL right away. You have plenty of time to save for the Relic 10. The Relic 10 will be the least of your worries when you need 6 new marquees and you're not spending on them. I would never hold more than one Relic 10 in the chamber if you have the Relic material to do it. Right now, I have a lot of Relic 10 material in game, right? So if we go in game and we see my scavenger, I have 61 corrupted signal data, and then I also have 174 coaxial servo motors. I am holding those things not because I care about either of those materials. I am holding those things because I am so damn low on impulse detectors, and I need those impulse detectors for Relic 8 things right now. Right? But holding off on Relic 10s is not something that players should be doing to a heavy degree. So those are the things that have changed fundamentally over the time that this has been posted. Now, with that said, and based on where we're at, I am going to say that this is probably, I'm going to say it's an 11.5 million GP account. Snorlax, do you have a guess?
I already saw, but
Oh,
you
well
have a
then
good, your guessing is quite good.
my guessing is quite good. Okay. It's like I already
Yeah.
pulled it up. 11.9 million. Perfect. I love it. We are pretty much there. Let's see what we're looking at now then. First of all, let's look at these error units. I wish I could separate the error
Oh
units
wait,
out.
I just synced it again.
Okay.
You should go and check the refresh. It's a bit different now.
12.4.
That was 9 days
Okay.
ago. Yeah.
It only updated 9 days ago.
Yeah. It was first May, and then I just synced it.
Yeah, but that's weird. Normally, if you're an active player, it syncs once a day. That's
Oh
interesting.
well.
All right. Well, let's take a look. I'm still under the 1 million threshold, so I'm happy. Tools, your tracker. Oh, wait, no. I want to look at the error units. Okay, so DVDs at 6-star. We have 2/3 of a month left. It looks like everything is at about 6-star. So I think that we probably can get, as long as we're doing like the one refresh a day as needed, we can probably get Spider Mall where he needs to be by the end of the month when the event comes around. And I would try to prioritize that because we don't know when he's coming around again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 GL. So who is missing? We're missing Hondo and we're missing Ahsoka. Interesting. Are we missing any journeys other than that? No, we are not. Hondo, Ahsoka. Where is Hondo's journey at? Hondo's journey is all shard farmed, needs relics. Ahsoka's journey is closer, all shard farmed and at relics. Okay. Going towards the last few GLs or relicking current teams. Honestly, man, I personally think, especially because the 2 GLs that you currently have left are both GLs with events attached to them, that you should be finishing those 2 characters up. Ahsoka's Coven of Shadows is a very nice event. You will get a return on investment on that fairly quickly because you only need Ahsoka at Relic 9. I know you're going to have to get the other 3 Ahsokas to Relic 9 just to be able to participate there, but that gives all of the Relic material, and it is something really nice to have, and I honestly have started refreshing it now in the last couple of months as CG has made Relic 9 and 8 a lot easier, and I need the materials a lot faster than I needed them previously. So Coven of Shadows is a priority. Smuggler's Run 3 is a priority. Those things put you at the next level. And I'm going to go so far as to say that with the exception of Leia's event. And Leia's kind of exempted here because Leia's just such a damn good GL that you want her anyway. But with the exception of her event, players should always be prioritizing passive resource income. Passive resource income is one of the smartest things that a player can do. I'm not going to say that you should like Relic 9 characters for retired era battles because those come around once a year, twice a year, and they're unpredictable. But I even did that with JML's one. I did that with Hondo's one at the very end because I knew those characters would be useful to me at those high relics. And it was just an added bonus that I was also going to be getting those things once or twice a year on May 4th and on the anniversary of the game. But players should always, always, always prioritize their passive resource income. And the two things that you have left right now are passive resource incomes that are very high. One for relic material and signal data, and one for mod materials. So yes, that is where you should go. As for, I think you said you were finishing up Leviathan, you're getting close to Leviathan. So that is going to be your main priority, because if you are getting first every day, and the only days that you're not are the days that you're lazy, and I do that all the time too, the faster you get this, the more of those shards you can get for free just by not needing it and letting it kind of build out each month over time. But my opinion has always been that you should always be actively farming ships until you are fully done with ships, right? So as long as all of your ships, not capital ships, but ships are 7-star, you are in good shape. Snorlax usually catch things that I don't catch from the mid-game perspective. Is there anything that you feel that I have overlooked here?
I think quite on point. I think everything is quite good. I think in terms of, because I have a very light speed token, especially now with the cheaper light speed tokens, I think you can use those tokens on your Ahsoka farm, because I looked at the bottom of your roster. Not much that you can token that's really valuable until they put the pirates in the Colosseum tokens, which I'm not sure when they are gonna do that, if they are gonna do that.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
they haven't, which they haven't
They haven't
done,
even
which
put
is
new
interesting. They said a year and it would come to it, and they haven't done it yet, which is really strange. And I don't know if that's just something they overlooked or if that was on purpose, but they kind of said a year, so I'm kind of expecting it to be.
Yeah.
I do. So when it comes to the Lightspeed tokens, it's interesting that you bring that up, because even as a 15 million account, I have looked at the Lightspeed tokens and gone, I don't need any of these characters, but I'm getting 3,000 plus era currency per day now. Do I want to start buying these tokens just on the basis of GP bloat? So the answer from an efficiency standpoint is no. Obviously, don't do that in the end game. It's dumb. But the answer from me as a completionist is I have been strongly considering doing that, just because they're now cheaper and we're getting a lot more currency. And yes, looking at this, somebody like Plo Koon, you can save 2 relic levels there. Asajj Ventress, you can save 2 relic levels there. Hu Yang and Sabine, are they in the era token?
Yes, yeah.
They are.
They are in the Colosseum tokens, not
They
the
are in the
Legacy
Colosseum.
tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can save
So those
Padawan
would be quite nice
Sabine.
bumps.
You can get 5 there. So you can get Ahsoka relatively easy. I saw somebody on Twitch was saying, as a new player, I have no idea what's going on. Can I just say to these new players who are starting to join this game, it's really awesome to see you joining the game, because over the last 3 or so years of doing these streams, it is so rare that somebody pops into stream and goes, hey, I'm a new player. It's always people that know me from Reddit. It's always people that know me from Discord or from my videos. It's not people going, oh my God, I'm a new player. It is good to see. It is cool that CG is doing so much for new players to help them out, to get them onboarded, to make the game more interesting at that level. And it's awesome. And we are here to help. And we're here to help on Discord. And we're here to help through our videos and through our Twitch and through whatever else. And I hope you enjoy the game more than us grumpy old veterans enjoy the game. Okay. So I think we're good. Let's move on. We are, oh man, my throat is going to hurt today. Let's go to Platska. This is 420. I feel like I need to puff past just to do this one. Yeah, I was doing Reddit for like 3 years before I even started doing this stuff. 139. Okay. Top 20 your fleet arena, top 5 Leviathans, top 20 profundities. Are you coordinating, talking with your fleet Discord? Yes, constantly getting first when I have time to climb. Assault battles, it looks like most of them are at CT3. We're just missing Peridia Patrol, which right now is Relic 7. Not sure now that Leviathan is done, so just finished Leviathan, has no basis for what to farm, but this was also 420, which is 3 weeks ago, so who knows where we are. Are you dead set on continuing current farms, completely open? How highly do you value efficiency? Efficiency over fun? Any favorite characters? No. Shards, just the ones you think might be important. Have all conquest characters. Have Leviathan. Have all assault battles at CT3. Have you looked at the GP of this player, Snorlax?
No, I have not.
Would you like to guess what their GP is?
Maybe around 12 million. Looks
Around
like they have
12.
everything in order.
Yeah, it's interesting that they just got Leviathan, but they have all the conquest characters as of 3 weeks ago. So it's one of those accounts where they're either 10 million or they're 13 million and I hate them. I'm going to say 12.5. Let's see.
Might be 10.
See, this I actually love. This is amazing to me. 8 million account has all the conquest characters.
From what I see, it's last updated 31st May.
Oh yeah, let's sync that up.
Oh, I have no clue. Why?
I don't know why.
Why is everything not synced?
I don't know.
So weird.
Okay, so 9 million. 9 million.
It's still very good.
This is the account that I love to see. This is an account where I think it's much higher and it's actually lower. If I guess too high, that is a compliment to you. This is awesome. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're light on GL, which is okay. We're only 9 million GP. We have all of the conquest characters. Nice. I just wanted to make sure we weren't lying about that. Let's see. Let's go. Gear needed. Gear tracker. Okay. What are we close to?
6-star Leviathan already.
6-star Leviathan, probably doing well in their fleet right now. They're climbing 1 when you have the time. Jedi Master, Lord Vader's far. Ahsoka, 1800. They must have bought the bundle for Leviathan, right? Because Leviathan says they still need Darth Maul. But they have Leviathan? Yeah.
You should have more.
Yeah, but there was like a bundle that like why does it say I think it's bugged over here in the tooltips. We've seen that happen before. Yeah, we've seen it happen before where the tracker
maybe
doesn't
yours
update.
is bugged because it's
showing for you. See, on my screen it says it's not there. That's interesting. It
I
might
see
be
it,
like
Gear 1.
It might be a catching issue with the update.
Maybe that's why everything is not updated.
Maybe.
For all the rosters.
It is possible. It is possible. Look at that. Our first subscribe of the day. Welcome, Connor. These people on YouTube all watching and not doing their like, commenting, and subscribing as they're supposed to. I mean, what?
Whoa, shots fired.
All right, let's see. Raid score 3 million. Raids 200 million. It'll be interesting to see what their guild is going to want for them for the next raid. But it is also hard to say, hey, get these characters, they'll be in the raid, because we still haven't even heard about Cassian's characters, if they'll be raid useful. We still don't even know with this next era, with the journey guide and with the GL, if they are going to be raid useful. So it's kind of something that's very difficult to talk about now. Let's go back over here. So we're still missing gas. I would definitely start putting some priority towards gas, because you're going to need it for both Hondo. You're going to need him for both Hondo and for Ahsoka. And those are going to be pretty high priority farms for you.
And for Lord Vader.
And for Lord, I mean, it depends on if he has the clones, if it's even a priority. But yes, you
Doubt he
do
has the clones
need.
yet, but he's quite good with clones. When you get clones.
Yes. Oh, and you know what? Actually, he does have clones at Relic 5. Like, they are relic. They're not high relic, but they are relict.
Yeah.
Oh, is that you, Ani? I was like, oh, somebody put in a premium review, and I didn't know who it was. You get to join members chat, where we all pretend that we're whales, and then the real whales come in.
Yeah. Like
user.
I'm a fake whale.
You're a fake whale. I really would love to know where his. If I go in game, can I see his? No, because he's not activated. So I don't think I'll be able to see where his gas is. I'm pretty sure that I won't be able to.
Does he have gas?
No, that's why I won't. I don't think I'll be able to, but I'm gonna just double check in game.
Let's just see Galactic Republic if he has everything ready for gas.
General, yeah, it's
probably.
I was hoping to.
Fives. Is fives needed for gas? No, I don't think so.
Well, I was just looking. Gas. I was looking to see if maybe he had him not activated, but had shards of him, because some people don't activate characters until they're 7 shards.
No, he definitely doesn't have gas yet.
No, I know that. I was hoping.
Like
I was
10. Yeah.
I was hoping that maybe I could see, but he's not even at all. I do think that because you have clones, and because Ahsoka and Hondo are very high priority, that it might be time for you to start pivoting towards gas, and as a short-term thing, so that you can start throwing all your get one towards gas shards. Because that's going to take some time, unless you've been hoarding get one specifically for that in the past, which players used to do. But you're going to need some time there. So definitely pivot towards gas right now. Out of those 3 farms, after gas, I would say Ahsoka's your closest and is of a higher priority. Lord Vader would be if all of your clones were like Relic 9, because Lord Vader just works really well with high Relic characters. And if they're not high Relic characters, then you kind of go like, okay, like, who cares? So I think Ahsoka is probably the highest priority out of the characters there.
Especially since he has Ezra.
And yes, we have Ezra because we have all the Conquest characters. We already have, man, this is such a tight account. I honestly, I love.
Yeah, a lot of gear ones. The bottom is a lot, but
I used to say that I used to say that I wanted to see an account where you had no GLs and you unlocked them all on the same day. Somebody did that like 6 weeks ago, and it made me so fucking happy. I would like to see an account now that is literally hyper focused only to requirements, nothing else. No extra bloat, no extra relic levels, just having things at the bottom possible that you could possibly have things at. It wouldn't be a very effective account, but I would love to see that account. We do have Jabba. Okay, Star Lord Vader, JMKC, JML, Jedi Luke, Ray. Have Kylo. Okay. I think your best journey right now is definitely go for gas and then start knocking out the requirements for Ahsoka, Lord Vader, and Hondo. Now hear me out because you're far away from all of them. You may get to a point where you're still farming Ahsoka and you don't have gas yet. And that's okay. Or you don't have him at 7-star yet. That's okay. Because as you get closer to the end of Ahsoka, what you are going to end up doing is you're going to start going for the Lord Vader stuff. And if you, for some reason, unlock all three of them in the course of a week, fucking fine. Do it. I don't fucking care. I don't think it'll get to that point. I think that by the time you get to
Or
the
you
end
can
of
try to
Ahsoka,
accelerate gas.
you could try. I mean, I don't know what his spending habits are. I don't know how much money he spends.
No, you can accelerate it with Mark II gate rate. That's what I was
No,
thinking
don't
of.
do that. You
It's
can.
quite inefficient,
You
but then
can do it, but I wouldn't do
you
it.
can.
You can do it. I wouldn't
That's
do it.
what I was saying. You can if you really want
It
to.
is something you can do, but I wouldn't do it. But I definitely think start working toward the gas heavy GL farms because those have events attached to them. Lord Vader doesn't, but Lord Vader has, you already have the clones, so you have the team for that. Couple of things. Well, one thing really. Fuck you, Shaka. That's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you for the biddies, but fuck you, Shaka.
Whoa.
Actually, I did Shaka's podcast. I don't remember when it was. I think it was last month. And he asked me some hard-hitting questions on some ridiculous topics, and it was a nice conversation. I enjoy that kind of stuff. I enjoyed talking about things that are not Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And I know that a lot of his guests are Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes creators and high profile players. So for people who want to know more about those people, but maybe not necessarily like what roster decision to do, it was a very cool experience. It's a very targeted experience. It's not like a 4-hour whatever. It's very specific questioning. It was a lot of fun, and I would highly recommend anyone check it out. And I will gladly give you a fuck you, Bones. Bones is coming to celebrations with us. I am excited. We have agreed that we are going to take him out to dinner to try real food. We're going to split the cost of his dinner. We're going to buy him like a steak and like a beer that doesn't fucking suck and just food that isn't canned chicken. And I am excited for that. He is excited. We have a long time to wait. I haven't bought flights yet because there's so few airlines that are offering flights that far out. But we are excited to see Bones and find out about him and his fucking canned chicken fiasco. Do I have any plans for today? First of all, it is Mother's Day. So for all of you guys out there in Swuggaland, if you're not seeing your moms today, text them. Tell them strange internet guy made you text them. Somebody actually sent me a message of their text to their mom like 2 years ago saying, hey, this strange internet guy that I watch made sure that I texted you today. I would love to see more of those. My mom passed away like 12 years ago, so I don't really do anything for Mother's Day. My mother-in-law, we normally go to my in-laws' house. My mother-in-law is recently retired. She is just getting back from a trip from Belize. She took a trip last week, so we're not going over there today because she is jet lagged and tired. But that would normally be what our plan is. What is my cat doing? Which one? Oh, the fat one? The fat one behind me? That's Bruschetta. Hold on. We'll get Bruschetta to say hi. Hi, kitty. Ugh. Say hi. Say hi to the nice internet people. Bruschetta is fat. She is. Okay, can you get off of my pajamas? Bruschetta is a fatty. She eats all of the food in the house. She rams her head into the automatic cat feeder so that she can open the kibble and eat more food.
Ah,
She we are attempting, excuse me. We are attempting to put her on a diet. It is not going well. Okay. I love the cat. I do love the cat, but she is fucking annoying. She is. Oh, are you locked in the room? Is that why you're here? Hold on. All right, let's see. We have,
wow. Locking the cat in a room. Now we see
well,
the true
the
colors are now shown.
the door actually wasn't locked. It was like slightly closed. I think she closed it, hit the door, and then she trapped herself. Um. Anyway, we have more reviews to get going on. I know Ani just signed up for a premium review, I'm assuming. Yes, he did. So let's do that now while he is here. Let's see what he wants. What does Ani want? Assault battle's all done. You're in my guild. What could I possibly tell you, man? Had a mild crash out after a recent losing streak in GAC and went on a vanity project completion. Brought LV and clones to 9 so I can max current raid and also use them in TB, but I'm going back to hoarding. Ani, I did the same thing right at the era end. I got all of the era units to R9, and then I brought up a bunch of other units to R9, and I completely depleted my resources. Like, I have no impulse detectors left from doing like Ezra, from doing Drogon. I don't have any regrets. It was fun. How highly do you value efficiency? I'll get my R10 Mandos eventually. Man, listen, you are at a level now where I think you can afford to slowly bring your Mandos up, right? So I know your GP already because you are in my guild, and so we're not going to play the GP game. How are our Mandos doing so far? We have any at R10. We have 2. I would say every once in a while, just fucking do it. Right? You can afford it. You deserve it. Have your vanity project. I had my vanity project. I don't care. You put in enough work with the guild. The only real big negative for you is that for some stupid fucking reason, right? I'm looking for help in order to shore up my GAC. All of your conquest characters are relic 5. That's your problem.
With the,
Like, yes. So this is Snorlax. This is where we talk about relic hygiene, right? To borrow the term that you stole from someone else. This is where we need to start like bringing our characters up to make them useful. Did we fix Bane? Bane at relic 6? Fuck you, man. Relic 8 minimum for Bane.
whoa,
Minimum.
even my Bane is at 7, at least.
Relic 8 minimum. I brought mine to 9. I was actually thinking of bringing him to 10 more recently. But Relic 8 minimum for Bane. Stranger. Stranger's at 7. Insane to me. Still a same thing. Relic 8 minimum for Stranger. I brought mine to R9. All right. We're going to start writing these things down. Right? So Bane... R6, so that I can order them, because I'm not going to remember them all. I feel like there's going to be a lot. So Bane to R8, Stranger. We're just talking minimums right now.
What about Mars?
Okay, hold on. Where's our Maz? Maz is 5.
This is R5.
I actually don't use my Maz as much, and I have not had as much luck using Maz.
Does Mars
even
not work
against
against
Lord
Lord
Vader.
Vader?
It does.
Oh.
She does, but you need the right Crons. You need to really invest in the mods for her. You need the right team surrounding her. You know, like Quiggold, Captain Athano are still low, so that's a bigger project there. Star Killer at motherfucker, my man.
Wait, what?
Star Killer is at
Started at what?
R5. R5 needs to
Oh
be
my lord.
R8 minimum. Malicos. God, this is a relic. This is all relic hygiene, man. Okay, so relic 6 to relic 8
Bro's getting rage
minimum.
baited.
Ezra. Now that Ezra's going with Ahsoka, where's our Ahsoka? Ezra's R9. Ahsoka's
7.
R9. Ezra's R7. That Ezra needs to go to R9. I'm sorry, it does. Maul should be a
Is it R6?
minimum R6, minimum R7, but I would honestly try to bring him to R8.
There's a conquest filter, by the way, for conquest units. If you didn't
Oh
know.
shit! You know what? We could just do that. Can't
Filter
we?
special conquest unit.
I can just do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is he getting to these characters?
'Cause
Ben,
so much
where is
speed.
our Ray? Where is Ray? Ray is R7. Ben, I'm gonna say can stay at 7 for now. I would like to see Ben at R8 at least, but with the Ahsoka Ezra change, yes, Ray is still useful. Yes, Ray is still great on defense. I don't think he's a priority right now. Jocasta is fine. Darkside Ray at R7, I think is fine for right now. Mine is R7, but I kind of want to bring mine to R8 as well. We're going to keep her where she is for now. Darth Malgus at R5 is kind of triggering to me. I use Malgus every single GAC. I'm going to say R5 to R8 minimum. Mine is R9.
Also helps with fleets
I mean,
a bit.
it'll help a little bit with fleets, but it's not even the purpose of it. I don't even give a shit about Dad Bod Boba. My Dad Bod Boba is what I think my Dad Bod Boba is Relic 5, and I don't even use him.
Oh, you have it in relics.
Oh no,
Crazy.
he's at Relic 0. This is my Dad Bod Boba. I don't even care. I have never used him. I just do not even care. He's a TW unit. I don't give a shit. And even with Ventress, I have no problem beating that team, even with the FTC. If you're a TW player, yeah, Scion is awesome. Like super, super, super awesome. I know you have him as a platoon. Okay. For GLs, JML can stay at R7 for now because he's lost a lot of viability. I think that Ray should definitely go to R8. User, I am sure he is usable for you in your whale-like state. I'm sure he is. But I need you to look at this paper and all of the things on this paper right now. It is not a priority right now. Like, I don't usually break out paper to remind me of all of the things that need to be done. Ray to R8. C should be R8. C, you need him surviving in order to make him useful. God. The R9 JML children's book still fucking goes hard. I need people to like start talking about that again. Somebody go post it back on Reddit. It is a refreshed usefulness, that R9 children's book, now that fucking Revan is taken away from that team. Treya at 5 kills me. Treya team needs to be at least R7. Oh my god. Treya, R5 to R7. Nihilus,
He's writing on his paper.
fucking R1 to R7.
Oh, why is Balin
Uh,
R6? It's a weird place to stop.
because all of his, oh my god, I can't. Balin, I love Balin. I want to take mine to R9. I really do. But there is so much going on right now that he's the least of our troubles. Because Balin isn't amazing outside of the DC. He's good, but he's not amazing outside of the DC. And that DC is going to be done soon. Okay.
2 more gags, I think.
So, Ani, we have Bane, Stranger, Starkiller, Malikos, Ezra, Maul, Darth Malgus, Ray, C, Treya, Nihilus. I am actually going to take a
Did you have
picture.
Starkiller?
Yes, Starkiller's on there. I'm actually going to take a picture of this to send it to you, but we're going to order them right now. Okay, so it's Bane R6 to R8, Stranger R7 to R8, Starkiller R5 to R8, Malikos R6 to R8, Ezra R7 to R9, Maul R6 to R7 or R8, Darth Malgus to R5 from R5 to R8, Ray R7 to R8, C R7 to R8, Treya R5 to R7, Nihilus R1 to R7. Is Ray still going to be useful post Ezra nerf? Yes. She's still going to be useful if you use her right. She is still...
Ray-Ban Cal can be quite annoying.
She is... Yeah, Ray-Ban, Cal, and Barris can still be very, very viable on defense.
Especially with Barris Kron, which somehow always manages to come back.
Ray is a winner with... Balin is a winner with the Ezra nerf. He should become more reliable Ray counter. Is there any advantage to me actually completing the campaigns? I mean, I think you get... I would complete... So here's the thing, Danny Bear. The campaigns are new. They completely reshuffled the campaigns a month ago. But there's a lot of really good first-time rewards as you get to the top of them. And you do get, like, achievement awards. So I would recommend completing the campaigns to get those first-time rewards. All right. So
especially Cantina.
Especially Cantina. Cantina 9 is insane, the rewards right now. I am going to say, let's see. I am going to say that in order, the first thing that needs to be done is Nihilus, because right now your Treya Nihilus is useless. The second thing that needs to be done is Treya. The third thing that needs to be done here is... I'm going to say Bane.
Not Starkiller?
Then, well, Starkiller, we need Stranger and Starkiller to make useful. So, yeah, I'm going to put Starkiller
because R5
fourth.
Starkiller does, like, no damage.
Yes, correct. So I'm going to say Starkiller fourth, Stranger fifth. I'm going to say Ezra sixth, because that'll be useful you in multiple game modes. We have Malgus, Maul, Malikos. I'm going to say Malgus 7th, Maul 8th, or Malikos 7th, Maul 8th. Darth Malgus, Ray, C. We're going to go C9, Ray 10, Malgus 11. And I am going to take a picture and I am going to send this to you so that you don't have to keep watching this list and reminding yourself. So we're going to do that right now. Find Ani in my DMs. We're going to slide into his DMs. and we're gonna send that on over to him. Um,
EM slider, Egnards.
Twitch just told me that we met our 10 of 10 new subs goal, but Streamlabs did not tell me who it was, so I'm sorry if I missed somebody. I apologize.
L Streamlabs.
Yeah, Streamlabs sometimes gets a little bit shifty with that stuff, but that's okay. Let's keep going. We're going to see how far we can go. Going to go back into our roster reviews. This one's from 422. And I think that this is a good one. Oh, it was a prime. Then maybe that was. And if it was you, Sin, then thank you. It's always a good day for a prime sub because prime subs are free and we love those Bezos bucks. Yeah, I think the next one is a good one to stop on because it's from 422. And then the one after that is from 5-1. So let's get this last one out of the way. And then I won't feel so bad that we're behind. It is 2:10. And we got 30 seconds. We're going to stall for 30 seconds and we're going to do this last one. Could be right though, Sin. I don't know. I don't pretend to know how any of this shit works.
Oh, you don't know?
No,
Oh,
I really don't. I just stayed at a Holiday Inn
Criminal.
Express. For anyone who gets that commercial reference. If you have hit a sub, no, it was Twitch's 10 sub goal. Fuck that. You want me to make it like 100? Then sure. If we want to do that, that's fine. Somebody donate. Somebody sends me a screenshot of them donating $500 to Child's Play. I will R10 literally any character in the game. $500 to Child's Play, not to me. To Child's Play. I will do any character to
time to see
R10.
your roster.
I don't give a shit.
Time to check your roster.
It would not matter to me. For $500 to Child's Play, it would be worth it to me. All right. While you're scouting out my roster there, man, we're gonna look at Wise.
It's a joke, man. I'm not a whale. I don't have $500 to just send to charity.
I would,
to be fair. It's charity.
I always have hope. I always push those charity goals because they are my favorite charity. I am a huge supporter of theirs. All right, so we have this roster, Wise roster, top 20 of your fleet arena, all Leviathan, I get first all the time. Assault battles are all there, except for Duel of the Fates is still R7, and Peridia Patrol is R7. Currently working on finishing JML, then going to Balin and Loverboys to R9. Thank fucking tits. Loverboys need to be R9. It's insane not to have them at R9. In the background, finishing sharding everything that isn't 7 stars and getting ready for when the DS clones and JV come to Lightspeed tokens. Then going for Pico because my mods need work. Are you dead set on continuing with the current farms you're doing after JML and Balin? No. Here's the thing with DS clones and JV come to Lightspeed tokens. Some of that stuff should have been moved to those tokens already, and it hasn't.
That should have been there for a while.
Yeah. That is slightly annoying. All right. You know what, user? I'll fucking tell you what, man. Here's the deal. You're right. We've been holding off on this too much. We're gonna pause this roster review, and we are going to say very definitively that no matter what, I am better than Fat Phil. Fat Phil is a piece of shit. Fat Phil doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Nobody should watch Fat Phil ever. His flagship character is Wampa, and the dumbass can't even give us a Relic 10 Wampa, even after the Cantina changes that have made it so much easier for him to get to Relic 10. It is incredulous. I don't even know what incredulous means, but it feels like the right word. in this situation to say. It is insane to me that people will watch the videos of a guy who has a Wampa stuffed animal the size of a sex doll, and he still can't get his Wampa to Relic 10. It blows my mind. And I have offered him, I've told him I will send you $200 worth of Pokemon cards to your children. Well, to you, and you can say they're from you for your children who love Pokemon if you Relic 10 Wampa. And he still fucking refuses to do it. He still won't do it because he is a loser. So we will do it. There we go. Relic 10 Wampa. We don't need sub goals. We don't need money exchanging hands. We are just going to do it because we are better than Phil. And that is all that matters. Now, back to the review.
Also, it's not
Yes.
easier to get coaxial server motors since you get more error currency.
That's what I'm saying. I've been having this conversation
So
with him.
everything is easier.
I've been having this conversation with him for like a week. And my $200 gift to him was in the old way. And now it's easier. And he still won't do it. He still has 0 Relic 10s. It's insane to me. Back to the review. Are you dead set on continuing after JML and Balin? No. Value efficiency. Are there any favorite characters? No. Shards for important proving grounds. Ezra's going to unlock this conquest. And DS Ray is 252 of 330. Man. Having an R7 Lover Boys throws me off with everything else CT3. I have a feeling that this is one of those rosters that I'm going to hate. And I'm going to guess low and it's going to be really high. Because my first guess is 10.5. Well, no, because he doesn't have JML or Balin either. I think I'm going to stick with the 10.5. Any thoughts, Snorlax?
I was thinking 10 to 11, so
So
hey,
we're similar.
that's like directly in the middle. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. See this? Oh my god! I knew it. I called it out. Right? I said this is going to be one of the accounts that really bothers me. 13 million. Doesn't have J. I don't give a shit about Balin. I don't care. I love my Balin team, but I don't give a shit about Balin. Can somebody get me a timestamp also of when I started my Phil rant so that I can put it in there? Please get me a timestamp on that. I don't care about Balin, but doesn't have Lover Boys at Relic 9 and doesn't have JML. It put him in a position where it made Conquest harder for him in
It's JML now.
all of this time. I know. I haven't looked at the roster yet. I'm talking about from the notes. I know that this was 3 weeks ago. So, there's going to be some things that have kind of been caught up in that time.
I think you'll be quite happy. There's some good things that you'll be happy about.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 7 GL, or at least 7 GL that are at relics or where they need to be. We have JML now, which is fine. Balin, we have Balin. He looks like he's still working on like building out his Balin. Philip Rant started at 5. Xander, you know what I mean. Come on, help me out here, because I'm going to send it to him. Padawan Obi-Wan is at 9 now. Master Qui-Gon is at 9 now. Good. What about our Peridia boys? Enoch, they're still at 7. All right, let's see what's going on here. Ahsoka, we're close to. Jedi Master Mace Windu, we don't give a shit about. Hondo, we still need. And I think we're missing one more. And JMK. Okay. So this is not even a matter of a roster review. It's just you're in a position to clean up things, and you should be cleaning up those things. Like, you're gonna finish JMK because you're right there. And remember, a lot has changed in the game since you posted this because you're getting a lot more Zetas than you were before, which means that you're not going to be as Zeta starved as you were before, and those are going to collect a lot faster. But you're obviously going to go after JMK because you're there. You already have everything needed. You just need to get up one character at this point. Grandmaster Yoda and one level on General Kenobi. And General Kenobi can be slotted in anywhere. So you're gonna get him. You're gonna go for Ahsoka because Ahsoka, you only have 400 circuit boards, which means you're close here. It looks like it's really a couple of errant levels, and then mainly getting your different Ahsokas to Relic 9. Because you're getting JMK, you're obviously going to bring Commander Ahsoka at least to Relic 7. So, like, that's just something that you're doing anyway, and that's going to help you build out this team. I think that you just need to bite the bullet. This is like the easiest roster review. You need to bite the bullet. You need to complete your journey here. Finish JMK because it's so close. Go after Ahsoka immediately after because it's so close. Go after Hondo after. Don't wait for these tokens. We don't know when they're coming. We don't know if they're coming. We don't know if it's going to be 6 months from now. Bad Batch should have been in those tokens 5 months ago, and they didn't do it. So it doesn't make sense to wait. Finish Hondo last because you're much further away from it. And quite honestly, while you're working on Hondo, because you still need shards of these characters, I very, very strongly would say finish your Peridia boys. Peridia boys' value have gone up in the last year. Before, the only usefulness of them was droid brains. Now, because R9 is a much quicker thing, the keypads are just as useful as droid brains. So you want that R9 of the Peridia Patrol tier. That should be your next 4 to 5 months. While also we could talk about raid stuff, but we have no raid news at this point. So that should be your focus, is just cleaning out the passive resources that you are still working on trying to get in order to make your account where it needs to be. I don't know if Ezra was before the last conquest. You just unlocked Ezra. So you have Ezra at Relic 1, or at 1 right now. He's not going to be usable with Rey, but as you get Ahsoka, you're going to build him out. DS Ray you'll have in the next couple of months. It'll increase your SLKR. But right now you need to finish out the GL journey because the ones that you are missing are the important ones. And specifically, especially Ahsoka, because her event is one of the highest ROI events in the game right now. Whew. Snorlax, did I miss anything?
I think everything is, you are quite spelled on for everything.
I thought I put you to sleep for a second.
That's about it. Though, personal gripe is you have Stranger at gear 1, but then I think it's okay. You have a lot more to do instead of just going for Stranger, so I think it's fine.
I
So,
think that what's
go for
probably
Ahsoka, go for
happening,
Hondo and everything.
what's probably happening with this account is that they're progressing so fast that they haven't been able to put the resources in, and probably Zetas as well. They're
Yeah.
probably in a major Zeta crunch. I'm assuming they most likely have bought a bunch of Lightspeed bundles, older Lightspeed bundles that don't have Zetas, and they're in a crunch right now. But that crunch is gonna start alleviating, and I think let's finish the resource acquisition. Then let's focus on making you really good at GAC and making you really good at the game. Rhodium 4 right now, we could probably get you to Kyber 5 with right where you are now, as long as you put in the effort to be able to do that. All right. I think that is all of the reviews that we're going to do today. We are mostly caught up. We're at least caught up to May at this point. May 1st, so I don't feel bad. I know a few reviews have come in today, and we will definitely get to those next week when we do our stream. Next week is going to be interesting because Saturday morning I have my black belt test for my students. My brother-in-law has a secret surprise for us. that night, he told us we need to head to his house. He will not tell us what it is. He told us that we have to drive to get there, that we need a hoodie, and that there will be beer involved. Knowing my brother, that not my brother,
Interesting.
knowing my brother-in-law, that means that we are either going to be feeling very uncomfortable at a Trump rally, or we are going to a country music concert that nobody but him wants to go to. So I might be in a really good mood on Sunday morning, or in a really, really tired, upset mood, and we will find out the saga of what happens next Saturday night. Probably Saturday night. Saturday night, we will
Time to
probably
Google
be
when are the Trump rallies
we
to
will
see
be
if
in
you're
a
going to it.
we will be in a field somewhere, and I will be on Discord going, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Uh, but but knowing my brother-in-law, it is going to be one of those two things. All right, let's see who is on playing Swagga. Anybody? I see Thrawn Hub is funny. That is hilarious. That is some great marketing there. I don't see anybody playing Swugga. I do see Nooch playing Raid. He is the only other person that I know that is on right now. So we will raid into Nooch. We will get on with the rest of our day. I have a lot of chores that need to get done today. I hope you guys have a great week, and please, please tell Phil to go fuck himself. Snorlax, as always, thank you for joining me. I know that we did not have a real members brunch because I was busy, which is why we turned it on again today. And I knew that Sin could not join me today. They are always entertaining, and then nobody joined, and I was kind of sad. But you did. You stopped in right in the nick of time, so I appreciate your time, man.
Always. Always a pleasure.
And now we need Moonborn to make me an outro. To get on that.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I want a really long, convoluted outro song. There was an old Flash game called You Have to Burn the Rope, and that's quite literally the whole game is you had to burn the rope on top of the boss, and then it was over. And then this song would play that would be like, you did it. You managed to beat the whole damn game. And it was just really long and convoluted and stupid. And I want an outro that kind of reminds me of that. But with that said, I will see you guys next week. Peace out, and have a great rest of your weekend.